Beautiful stars. Reading time. All right, we're going to do a clarity reading. So we're going to do a how you think the person on your mind is feeling about you and your current situation versus how they're really feeling. So let's get into it. All right, main collective. How do you think this person is feeling right now? Okay. One more. All right, so we've got holding back. So I should have expressed myself better because of secrets. So they haven't told you everything. So maybe you're feeling like this person's really staying in the dark right now because of certain hidden truths, but they're feeling really guilty about it. You could be thinking this is a secret maybe they're a little bit ashamed of, or there's some embarrassment tied to it. I feel pain from the damage I've caused. You definitely feel like this person's overwhelmed with whatever they're holding back. Values, maybe as well, your values didn't align. Maybe you feel this person really compares where they are in life to where you are in life. Even certain lifestyle choices, maybe you're more of a no-nonsense kind of person. It could even be to do with children, and I see this a lot. I feel a lot of the time you connect to someone and it's kind of like that, oh my God, I got this person, now what do I do with this person? And they tend to sometimes in the moment, they're not fake promises in the moment, but they promise you the world, the marriage, the children, and then when it comes down to the crunch, it's like they get really scared and they're like, ooh. But not just that, this says we have too many differences. So this collective, you clearly know there's things that don't align, and especially going back to the lifestyle choices. You could live a completely different kind of lifestyle to what this person does, and maybe you think it's really hard for them when they think about it. It's kind of that, how will we ever get on the same page? We are literally like chalk and cheese, okay? But the chemistry, I've never felt a passion this intense before. Off the bat, this collective, this was clearly a passionate kind of intense kind of relationship. And I think, especially if it was a sudden withdrawal, it wouldn't make sense in your mind, okay? To have a really intense, passionate connection, it's normally those relationships that go really, really quickly. It's like you can't get enough of each other. Even though I said you guys were like chalk and cheese, it's kind of that energy, but yet you were still two peas in a pod. You'd walk the same, act the same, talk the same. It's like, yes, you might have had different differences when it came to like values and structure in life. But I still feel that this collective, you were kind of a little bit inseparable, is what I'm hearing. All right, let's get one more. How do you think this person's feeling? Reveal. So it makes sense with the secrets. They want to tell you the truth. I think the biggest thing here for this collective, you truly do think that this person holds back because of things that were not spoken here, and then they compare lifestyle. They compare if they're good enough. Maybe there's a little bit, you feel they're a little bit intimidated by you, especially if you are someone that maybe is a little bit more successful than this person. You could go over how they approached this last time, but also I feel the right collective, you really do feel if you think that they're going through memories, nostalgia, you would think there's this intensity over them right now, okay? Maybe that they turn to anger sometimes when they think of you. You could also think that this person, like going back to that first part, maybe you think that this person thinks that there's some hidden things you've been holding on to too. If you think that sometimes this person gets really frustrated and angry at the thought of you, maybe you think, does this person, are they holding on to burdens that they haven't communicated? Betrayal, literally. So it's like, you could think that they go over their betrayal and their secrets and lies, because you did get that, right? This is a double confirmation, but for some reason I'm hearing, and again, don't make it fit for the right collective, this is a detail. I think sometimes you think, especially if there's been a lot of miscommunication, Are they holding on to certain truths that aren't even truths? Okay, maybe you think that this person has moments of thinking you deceived them as well, but I'm hearing both for that. I do think that you think when they go over their behavior, and maybe also the intense decision and the quick decision to leave, it really eats them away and creates more of that guilt. Okay. But double confirmation, this collective, you truly do believe that there is something hidden here that this person goes over. How do you think they feel? Temptation, but extremely tempted. And that goes back to that chemistry card. I really think this, right, collective, you just had a bond, that was off the charts. And let's be real, some connections, they can't, very vanilla. You know what I mean? I just feel this collective, when it comes to this person, it's like you just fit together like glue, true puzzle pieces, okay? And I always say, when you're in love, you're in love. You can have the most stale, passionate life and not even realize it when you're in love. But there's a reason I'm really getting into detail with this one. I feel this collective, you and this person, when it came to your chemistry and your passion, it was unmatched. It's probably the best partner that way that you've had, okay? There's a reason I'm really deviating to that. So you would have had a comparison. You would have thought about that, especially when you were with this person. But blast from the past, 3, 2, 1 action. So first row, you definitely think this person's wanting to come forward. Maybe that they struggle with addictions. Maybe that they numb their mind at the thought of you as well. So when they want to act, they turn to certain substances. But also, you could really be thinking, especially with this intensity here, this is like an obsession for them, when to act. But I'm hearing both. And then you've got intent. Wrap it up. Oh my gosh. This collective, you truly believe this person wants to knock down your door. You've got rapid movement forward, action, blast from the past, wanting to rekindle, 3, 2, 1 action. But again, back to the first part, it's not just the secrets and the betrayal, but again, how intense this connection was. Maybe you think they're a bit intimidated by that, especially because the values don't align, your perspective, and maybe as well, you think that they numb their emotion because of addictions. Okay. What, eyeballs on? No. Rage. What do you think they're angry about? Oh my God! And you got movement. You've got 1, 2, you've got 4, 5, really, because the intense, maybe even 6 with the temptation. You think this person is consumed about coming forward. But the fact that this is under movement, I think there is. It's like this under rage, there is something here. You think this person's angry at themselves for not being able to move forward. It's kind of that I can't come to you right now card. I'm going to have to get message cards. Look at this energy from this collective. I always say clarity readings can go either way, okay? But right now, right collective, biggest thing on your mind, this person's approaching me. And then maybe when you start overthinking it, that's when, but the values, the secrets, maybe that's what's stopping them. I know they want to come, but the biggest thing, you think this person, like I said, wants to bang down your door right now. And there's a reason I keep using that analogy. Maybe you've got memories of this person. They're kind of that person that would just show up. Maybe in past arguments and stuff, they would just turn up at your house. There's a reason I keep saying banging down your door. Betrayal. But they're healing through it. But you do think they are healing through it. And this is probably where that they're wanting to reveal the truth. I always say this, especially because I did say you could think it's things that they're embarrassed or have a bit of shame about. I always say until you own your skeletons in your closet, you will never be able to voice them to someone else. And maybe this is some really deep-seated scarring that created a bit of betrayal here, but you do believe that this person has been healing through this, okay? And then temptation, but they see you as a red flag. So again, this is reminding me of your emotions so up and down. It's like most of your energy here, you feel this person wants to come, but then they dissect the details and they're like, no, this temptation, this intensity, this passion, it's a red flag. We're destined to repeat the same things. Do I want to open the same wound again? Let's simplify it. This collective, you feel this person craves you to the depths, but the passion, the secrets, and the values, how would this ever work? What's the point? Okay, that's the biggest thing I'm hearing here. All right. Just before we get what you think their true intention is, I just want to get message cards quickly, because there's a reason I'm hearing, I think the right collective, you think that maybe this person can't come to you right now. All right, what do you think they're fearful to say to you? I don't know where to start. So maybe this has been a long time as well. You might really think they do not know where to start with this conversation. Where do we go from here? I can't take it anymore, with their feelings are eating them alive. So you definitely do believe there's this intensity, which I think it's reflecting in your soul. There's a reason I said, I think out of nowhere, it's like you've been thinking or craving of this person a lot more than usual. So you think this must be coming from them. No one understands me but you. You must have specific memories, the right collective, where you did make this person feel understood, where you did maybe really show them that you believed in them, that you wanted the best for them. You guys clearly had a very deep connection, and not just with the sexual chemistry, but I feel this is reminding me of those, you know, when you can just sit with your person and you lose time because you're talking for hours, or even if you just, it's those intimate moments, you can literally just sit in each other's arms and be quiet. Like it was just never uncomfortable. I feel it wasn't just physical chemistry and stimulation, but also intellectual. I just really feel you guys got each other at a deep level. That's an important detail, because that's a big card. Like if you, the right collective, you truly believe that this person, when it comes to that soul level, it's like it can't be matched. So you've had moments yourself, you've thought, gosh, no one's got me like this person. They see my soul. What is the truth? That's another one. Everything I say is for a reason. So you don't just think this person's holding back truths. The right collective, I don't want to say you have deceived and lied, but I think there's a part of you that thinks they were told misinformation, and because you haven't really communicated, I think you think they're holding on to something that's not true about you. Okay? This what is the truth? That was important because that came out of nowhere when I said that. Again, if you haven't had that moment of thinking, this is what I mean about discernment and details, okay? I always say this, I'm just going to say it again because I'm new over here on YouTube, but a true reading that is yours will take you to memories, okay? It will make your body sing. It'll make your body light up. You'll get your own confirmations through the reading from your spirit team. I always say when you're watching a collective reading, mine anyway, everyone's got their own universal way of reading. Me as a reader, I do such long detailed readings to make sure it's for you. I'm not that reader that says take what fits and leave the rest. Okay, it should be like a story playing out in your mind, but I really believe you should sit outside in nature, because there's no stronger signs than our beautiful Mother Gaia. So let it be certain parts birds start tweeting, or you know, a crow will turn up on your fence, or certain butterflies will fly past, or there might even be an ambulance or a fire truck that drives past. Put an incense on, see what direction, if the incense is coming towards you. And this is why nature's good, because it changes, the wind direction changes, right? It means that manifestation coming in. If it's the other way, it's going out. You want to listen to signs, okay? Even angel shuffle, I tell you guys to get onto your playlist, ask the question, is this reading for me? If it is, make the songs line up and press shuffle and see if the songs that come on match the reading for you. You should always ask for your own signs as well for confirmation. This is no stronger connection than your spirit team, okay? that they can't make the decision. And maybe again, this is where that again, it's that 50-50. They want all this, but then they think this is just destined to create heartache again. But also maybe you think this is what they want to say to you as well. The reason they stayed away is just they never really knew what way to go here. They could never really make a decision. They didn't want to hurt you more. They knew what you wanted, values. They didn't know if your values aligned up at that time or this time. People have hurt them. So you might think that they're going through quite a bit of, I don't want to say, or you could think they're going through a tower right now, but maybe you think a lot of people are being illuminated in their life that really haven't had the best intention for them. And maybe you also feel that the way this person left you comes from, you know, maybe quite a bit of trauma they faced with other people, like how easy it is for them to cut and run. It's come from past grievances, but the passion's too much. There is, and in every deck so far, we've had something about the intensity of your connection. And then you think, don't wait for me, please. So there is something here about, I can't make a decision. Maybe you have, I think this collective, and it always kind of goes 50-50 with these. Sometimes you guys, or more than that, sometimes you guys are in complete belief, sometimes you guys are in complete disbelief. This collective, it's kind of a 50-50, which means you must be quite a realistic person. You need to put logic into the situation, but sometimes they say that can bite you in the foot a little bit, okay? Because if you're positive and then negative and then the excuses, that's what you're creating for yourself, okay? Let's just get what you think their intention is towards you, then we'll really confirm everything. Okay. Patience. You could think they're just waiting for the perfect time here. I really do believe this collective, you feel they've got some things in their life that maybe they don't want to drag you into. But naughty thoughts, like I said, that was another big detail here. This collective, you and this person, off-chain chemistry. You could think they have like some videos saved, some, you know what I mean? I can't help but want you physically, sexually, and mentally. And we said that. It wasn't just the physical stimulation, it's intellectual as well. You're all I think about when I'm alone and I get lost in my thoughts. The thought of you drives me insane. And then we've got patience. So maybe as well, deviation for a reason. If this person if they really express themselves love language wise through physical touch, maybe every time you've had interaction with this person since, you know, whatever's happened, it's been quite sexual. So maybe you're going over points of, I always say, if we don't understand each other's armor and trauma, we can take a lot of offense to it. And if there's been a lot of damage here, and every time this person came in, it was more kind of a naughty approach, like, I've been thinking about you, send me pics, or whatever the case may be. Maybe you're going over those points thinking, and especially if you became reactive over it, you're going over those points thinking, I wish I handled that better. That was just their armor that was approaching me. It's the reason it's coming to my mind. I just want you to know how much I miss you and how much you mean to me. It's been difficult moving on without you, but I'm waiting on the perfect time to return, and I'm trusting the process. Number 20 and number 58. One more. So they could be car plate numbers, house numbers you live in. You could have just spent $58.20 or $20.58. Or, and I find this a lot with angel numbers, people don't realize these angel numbers that are constantly following you around. You're always looking for the synchronized ones. Angel numbers go up in the thousands. And can I tell you something? 58, that's a lot to do with your intuition and inner knowing. So let it be, always pick up your phone at 758. That's an angel number, 758. Look it up. I always say, go on to this person on YouTube, type in angel number meaning of 758. There's a reason it's coming to my mind. And he's like the 10-minute plus video. He sounds like this mystical robot man, the numerology meanings or something. Okay, he's who I recommend for people. But whatever you're constantly seeing, whatever number it is, it's your angels trying to give you a guiding message. Okay. And if you're seeing a lot of numbers to do with trusting your intuition, they're not wanting you to overwork yourself. Why did I just hear 244? You could be seeing 244 a lot as well. One more, and we're going to break this down. Tower moment. So you do think they're going through a tower. That was another important deviation. I just think you more think their life's a little bit chaotic right now. I feel my life is falling apart and being pulled apart. No matter what I try and build, things keep crumbling around me. I wish you were here to help. You were the only thing that was solid in my life. And that goes back to that you really understood them. So if they are going through some really tumultuous patches right now, in the past, the right collective, you were someone that could talk them through this kind of stuff. Okay, so no wonder that is activated in you right now. All right, let's really break this down. So we are going to get into how they truly feel, and then we're going to get a universal message here. And as we're going through this, we'll see if there's any action coming. And if there is, we'll roll the dice and see what's coming next. Okay. All right, how does this person truly feel? We'll go same decks. I just got a warmth come over me, so I think this is going to be positive. Time. So there is something about time, about their space, how much time and space they've taken to heal. So that's on their mind straight away. I think this person's really shut down, but I do think they've been healing from this, but I'm afraid it's a little too late to take action. So maybe that's why you're feeling this intense pull from them energetically, but then you're questioning, because they're clearly questioning if it's a little too late. And I'll be honest, and people don't understand this, time can really affect them to make a decision. If it's been a very long time, and I see this a lot in the divine community, you guys are normally more of that short-lived romance. It's kind of the dangle. This is what love is. Now heal yourself. What are you going to do to get a love like this, right? For both of you, not just you. Now, normally your separation is far greater than your actual time together, bonded. So time can really affect this when it comes to the masculine outlook, and you don't need to be male, whoever's leading in the masculine energy. So even when you're whoever's activated to the divine feminine, when you guys are leaning more into your masculine energy, time starts to really overwhelm you guys, and you start to think, well, maybe the time is I always say it's to balance out both emotions, but sometimes we lead more in masculine strength and sometimes more in feminine strength. Okay, it's like you guys are kind of bouncing off each other, if you know it or not, energetically. But yeah, how much space they took here, I feel that's where the regret's coming from. But let's keep going. Overwhelmed. And the new chapter, how they moved on. And I think they try and move on, but they can't. The stress from this is draining them. So you think it's about secrets. You think it's about values. I'm going to be honest. I feel truly it's the time. I think they're like, am I crazy for feeling like this? I've tried to move on, but I can't get past this person. This is overwhelming me. I do believe you're feeling an intense pull from them right now, but they're trying to fight that temptation. I think you're onto it there, but the reasons you think they're fighting the temptation, I'm going to be honest, I think it's more just this. I think this person really needed to heal after you. I think that they went through a 4 of Cups. They could have even gone through depression, and it's like the thought of you, what if this doesn't go right and I have to take all of this time to heal again? Like if this person had to go to therapy, or they did struggle with addictions after this, trying to numb the thought out of you, if they completely became a different version of themselves because of this separation, it's like, I really think they're going over how long it took them to finally get into a clear state of mind. So when they have this sense of urgency over you, it's like, but what if it doesn't go right? It's like they're thinking way too far ahead, but it's the veils. It all happens for a reason, okay? But I think you're fooled to think that this didn't affect this person. If anything, that's what holds them back, if they're going to be affected at such a deep level again. One more. And gossip. So people's opinions, especially if their family and friends had to pick up the pieces. Okay, especially if when all of this happened, they had no one to turn to but the people around them. They literally had to put them back together again. That Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, Humpty Dumpty. Like, I feel there's a lot of opinions flying around you too, but more for the fact of how much this really broke this person, their shadow side. So again, there's a reason I brought up divines. You really made this person reflect on their scarring. You were confronting, right? You showed them their inner soul, their skeletons that needed to be healed. That's confronting for anyone. But also I do think, because those two came out together, I think their family and friends saw a darkness in them after this. But also I think that they get upset at themselves for really... I don't think they want to prioritize opinions, but they clearly still have a bit of an ego and pride. This person clearly really values what people say to them, okay? And I think because this is, you made me realize my flaws. Maybe I don't want to say they're a people pleaser, but they know how highly they hold people's opinions. It's not a good thing. Time and space. But irreplaceable. This is where they go 50-50. I need to stay away. What if it doesn't work, but this person's irreplaceable? I'm never going to find someone like this, which means, not saying it to trigger you, this person's tried to replace you. Okay, if they're seeing you as irreplaceable, they've tried. Okay, you might think that they haven't, but there's something here. No matter how far, no matter how much time there's been, this person is still... You're such a... overwhelming thought. There was pain, but there was clearly a lot of good times, because I just feel there's this seed of sunshine in their mind when they think of you. I think they have a lot of regret for their past actions and prioritizing other people's opinions over this connection. But as much as there's good times, they have to... I think what's missing here is they still don't realize what's been done had to be done. It was fate, right? They could have a little bit more of a realistic approach, like kind of an X is an X for a reason. Like, what's that saying? Once you finish a book, you can't... The story's not different if you read it again. What's that saying? That came out completely wrong, but it's pretty much like, once you read a book and it ends, when you reread it, the story stays the same. There's a reason I'm hearing that. Maybe you know that saying. I've never heard that in a reading before. But the way you love can never be matched. It was unexpected. I think this happened very quickly in their eyes. It kind of really is. How can you forgive me? Look what I did. The way I moved on. Things didn't go the way I planned. So this person, I really do think, especially opinion-wise, especially if they were younger, I just feel they had people saying around them, plenty of fish in the sea. And I feel this person, when they chose to shut the door, they went to something that didn't go to plan. Okay, and it's like there's just a lot of regret on how this ended. Okay, everything ended up being it was an unexpected outcome for them. There is a reason at the start I said I feel this person really did promise you the world, and they meant it at that time. Okay, so even all of that being ripped away, this person really did, I truly believe, go through a depressive state after this. I think they were really pushed to leave this. I really do. And again, if they really listen to other people and value other people, your relationship could have been, because there was so much passion here. When there's a very passionate relationship, it goes up and down. All relationships do. But I think that passion was really taken sometimes as toxicity. I'm just seeing two people so emotionally charged over one another. Okay. And if they, unfortunately, and I see this all the time, I talk about this all the time, I feel those moments they couldn't handle the arguments, they turned to these people that had an opinion, right? And again, family and friends, they want the best of us, 9 times out of 10. So I think they were really encouraged to part ways with you. And then how broken they were after this. Like, unfortunately, you're not seen as the nicest energy in the people around them, their eyes. Like, you present kind of that person's off limits. Do you know what right, collective? That'll make sense. overwhelm. So their insecurities add to their overwhelm. There is something here, you're right. Your energy, it's not wrong how you think they feel, but it is a little bit wrong. I don't think what's keeping this person back is secrets. I don't think it's betrayal. I think it's, again, they don't want to get hurt again. They took a lot of time to heal from this. And I do think your energy is really presented as off limits with the people around them. I think when it comes to values, you're right, because their self-love and insecurities get activated by you, which means there is some form of intimidation. They have you on a pedestal, right? So every time they think about you, their insecurities take over them and it just overwhelms them. They don't know it. It's not like they're like, I have no self-love. But it's like they don't feel worthy of you. That's what it is. They don't feel worthy of you. Okay? So where you think it's the secrets and this and that, I think it's more, I'm going to be honest, I think it was just outside influence. And that means this person was a very emotionally vulnerable person. Maybe they weren't the best with their emotional maturity. And if they are a bit of a people pleaser, if they know it or not, of course they're going to listen to the people around them that have brought them up or have been in their life pretty much since childhood. Okay? And if you are a collective that you're more of a lone wolf and maybe you're a bit more estranged from your family, or you haven't had those childhood friends that have carried out, there's a reason I say everything. There's a lack of understanding. Like, this is also why with true divines, they say you completely mirror everything. No, that's bullshit. A lot of the things you're completely opposite with, because the thing is, with anyone that comes into your life, they're meant to make you self-aware of trauma that you've been burdening. So they treat you certain ways, you treat other people in another kind of perspective. Sometimes I always say you project it out 1%, you're going to get it in times 100 to make you realize, holy shit, I do that too. Let it be avoiding family, let it be always getting lessons with other people about being bamboozled or a little bit emotionally manipulated. Do you yourself, when you're in some form of conflict, say you're really ignited and you just want someone to understand how you feel, but it comes off as persuasion, right? You just keep understand me. That in itself, believe it or not, even though you're projecting it out only 1%, you're emotionally manipulating someone through their emotions so you can be heard and you can be seen. You're coming from a good place, but still the universe constantly tries to, or if it's dishonesty, let it be you just fib about the littlest things. They're going to show you that quality is not good. So they're going to keep bringing in people that you're like, oh, they're holding back secrets, they're holding back this, they're holding back betrayal. It's like the universe sends you people to make you self-aware, right? But also sends you people that you need to adapt. You need to adapt things. So I always say this journey is not to just teach you about love with your person, but it's meant to teach you the bonds of love with family, with friends, with pets, with strangers. Love, we need to have love for all walks of life. So I find a lot with the divine community, one of you is very, very heavily tied to family bonds and friendships and permanence. The other one, not so much. And through the separation, it teaches you to find friendships. It teaches you to reconnect with family. Maybe you end up buying a pet. Whatever the case is, there's a reason I'm saying this. People are not just sent to us to make us self-aware, but also to adapt qualities that we're lacking, okay, that can balance out our soul. And I feel this collective, maybe you never really understood why this person was so heavily influenced by other people's opinions, because you in life, I don't think you had the bond and the close structure that this person did, so it never made sense to you. But again, love is love. All love is important, and I genuinely feel this person, it's not even so much the gossip, it's literally they were being given advice by people they genuinely loved. So they listen to, because they appreciate family love, friendship love, being in love, pet love. Do you know what I'm trying to get at? So for this collective, that might not be a good enough reason in your mind. But again, maybe this is something you need to adapt and understand, okay? Because this is very opposite to what you think is keeping them away. I think truly this person, you broke them. You broke them to the core. I'm not saying they didn't break you. This person, Humpty Dumpty, like we said. And everybody around them, you present as off limits, okay? And then their self-love, their insecurities. I can't open this wound again. They'll never accept me. I have to stay away. There's been enough time here. I just have to keep on holding on to the space. This will eventually go away, but the more that they're trying to hold on to that, it's like the universe isn't letting. This is smelling so divine. It really is. It's smelling like a love you have found each other in every lifetime. There's still things clearly in your energy and your armor that need to be healed, because the universe, the reason your separations are so long, they want it to work for you guys. So there's clearly things without you even knowing you still need to heal that could be a detriment to this relationship coming back in, and same for this person. I always say until the veils start lifting, it's still things to do with self-love, self-respect, healing work, whatever it is, appreciating happiness that is keeping our veil on, okay? No one's in charge of our timeline but us and our healing journey. And I say this as well all the time. Everyone blames their counterpart for the distance. It's you. You haven't mastered an emotion to get you to the next level. And this is also why I say you have to be very observant about your triggers and your energy. I say this all the time as well. Me personally, I think a very good tip is to see everybody in life as a lesson while you're healing. Not just like, not minusing the love for them, but seeing what emotion they arise in you. What emotion keeps repeating? Because whatever keeps repeating in our armor, our shadow, it's not healed. That's why it keeps coming back around. So everything that returns, okay, emotionally, that's what you need to focus on. And that's why this journey, it can be very slow. It's a lifetime worth of trauma. From 3-4 years old, we're having to reparent ourselves. This collective, you don't need to make sense of this. This person was just broken by your love story, as you were theirs, okay? But it's not because of secrets. It's not because of anything like that. Not that I can see. But let's keep going. Again, clarity readings, they come to change your perception. My readings anyway. I'm not just here to give you answers. I say this in personals. I always say, when I go through your personal healing, the first half hour of our reading, not even cards involved, just shadow work, emotional work, lesson work. I always tell you guys, this part of the reading is far more important than me pulling your cards and telling you what's on its way. Because how our life repeats every 2 years, people that aren't healing and working on shadow, I could tell you this and this and this is coming. How long is it going to last though? Because when we're not healing, as quick as we get blessings, they're removed just as quick. Everyone in this world, I wish, was activated to their shadow. And it's very sad that we only have 5% of our population that get to experience that journey truly. But anyway, let's see this person's true in-depth feeling. So they are going through addictions, you're right with that. So they're still coming out of a hard place. Father wounds. So they've really, well, that makes sense as well. Their divine masculine strength's been affected. So maybe in this relationship, they actually shined a little bit more feminine. Okay, a little bit more sensitive than you. For them to have father wounds, this affects our divine masculine strength. So our action in life, just learning how to be that protector for the one that you love. This person clearly, and the right collective, you'd have memories of this. And mother here as well. This person, even though I feel they were brought up with their family, I ain't saying it was easy. I think they were embedded in a family that could have been quite toxic or full of addictions in the home. Okay? Or certain, could be an SA in the home, abuse in the home, whatever it is. This person, even though they grew up and they really prioritize these people's opinions, I don't think that they came from a very happy childhood, okay? But spying, so they spy on you, and you can feel that intensity and that pull. And I always say as well, and this is spying on social media, so they have a platform or an avenue to be able to spy on you on social media. So if you were someone that says, I don't have social media, not your collective, okay? But cosmic healing, it's being activated by the cosmos. So they might not know physically that they're healing, but that very slowly, okay, they're getting better and better. The universe, just how they put you in situations to heal, burn to learn, put your hand in that fire 1,000 times, emotionally, physically, whatever it is. you've been learning, so have they. But they're still hot and cold with this. So you're right, that 50-50, you can feel the in. So you to make sense of this in and out pull that you feel, you think it's because of secrets, it's because of this. It's like you can feel the in and out energy from them, but your brain, because the family bonds, the friendship bonds for the right collective, it doesn't make sense, right? Because you've had different experiences with these kinds of people around you. You go straight to, it must be the secrets, it must be the values, and it is a little bit the values. It must be this, where I promise you this person was broken, and they were literally the people that put them back together again. Tell them you are a no-go zone, okay? And I know that sounds very silly, but until this person realizes they're not shackled to other people's opinions, which they are slowly, they've got the shadow side over it. So they know it's a burden, but unfortunately they haven't healed it yet, okay? They could live with these people. They could work with these people. These people could have control of their financial income. And I do think this person still either has ways to try and numb you out. And if they did have to go to therapy and take antidepressants, or maybe they went through an injury and had to start taking painkillers, or, or it could be actual, or it could be drinking. I just feel this person, they've gotten so accustomed to sitting in long suffering and feeling pain, but with numbness. It's like every time this emotion comes over you, because it's come and gone before, it's like they just believe it'll come and go again, okay? Addictions. Red flag. They know their addictions are a red flag. So they know they're not silly. And this is where the values. Remember I said for you, I think you're a no-nonsense kind of person. Maybe you guys had addictions in your connection, but I really feel this collective addictions isn't something that affects you anymore. Maybe you took a path of sobriety, or maybe you just naturally kind of gravitated away from that. I just don't think this collective, you numb away how you feel. Father wounds, mirroring. So their upbringing has really reflected and mirrored into their soul. And their father could be someone that treats women like rubbish, or just not very respectful of women. I just feel they don't have the best example, like role model wise, when it comes to masculine energy around them. Even uncles or friends. I just don't think they're around activated people. I think they're really around those kinds of people. People can't change. A leopard can't change its spots. Plenty of fish in the sea. Women and men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I think they're constantly around. Spying. So you did flip out. Maybe there is a couple of secrets, but I think it's them spying. I don't think you realize how heavily they're in your energy. Psychic abilities. So you're online. You could be a tarot reader. They spy. There's something. And if you are a tarot reader, if you do, and my true divines, you talk about this journey. If you do this without you knowing, you say things that are happening in their life, and I think it makes them like, huh? They watch you. I actually feel for the right collective. This is what they spy with. Okay, so let it be your own. You could just be one of those people though that like have a few decks at home and stuff, but there's something to do with your social media that I think you say things, and this happens as well with divines. The universe makes sure of it. Say you're posting on your story, right? And you don't know what this person's doing. You don't know they're spying, but you'll post something and they've just been at that place, or they just ate the kind of food that you posted, or you post a video with a certain song and then the songs they're listening to as they're watching your story, or even you're wearing the same color as them for the day. It's like just little things. If it isn't that because I'm on the fence with that, it could be too. Whatever you're posting, it's like they're like, what is going on? Do you know what? It's like those moments like, huh? You're really reflecting, okay? And it also could be that you're an actual psychic medium and then you say some things and they're like, that person terrifies me. Cosmic, you feel like home. So again, like I said, there's pain here when they think of you, but gosh, you're this ray of sunshine in their mind as well. I think as much as they think your memory is bound to hard times, it's also bound to memories of probably the best time they've had in their life, literally. Okay, and the universe makes sure you could have beautiful eyes as well. The universe makes sure to not just make them go over things that need to be healed and memories of healing, but also memories of the good times as well. Okay. But hot and cold because they're still wounded. So again, father wounds, wounded masculine, but I think more wounded feminine. But jealousy, so wounded masculine's very jealous, very possessive, kind of claiming, kind of possessive, right? So let's just say both wounded feminine and wounded masculine struggle with vulnerabilities and they struggle with depth of emotion. But wounded feminine is more ivory tower kind of energy. Little bit manipulative and stuff, where I feel this person, another reason they get hot and cold, especially if they're spying on your social media. And I say, my true divines, whoever activates into that divine feminine, boy oh boy, do you start to glow. You start to glow. You get a lot of attention because it's like you're preparing your glow for when you guys come into union. You're meant to light up the world, right? So let's just say they had memories of you shining before and you have memories of them being quite jealous, possessive, claiming, and then they're seeing you shine and glow like a little glowworm. This would make them hot and cold as well, but it's something that they need to heal, okay? Because jealousy, it means distrust. And jealousy comes from insecurities, okay? So when we have to have our partner's logins and we have to have their location and we get pissed off if someone looks at them and make them walk the street with their head down just because it's your own insecurities. And this person does, they struggle with worthiness. So they know there's something about their jealousy and possessiveness that does not work here. Okay, let's get their true intention. But they're rising up. Okay, so age difference, that makes sense with the maturity and why you're in the basket of that person's off limits. So you've got a societal issue. Number 62. I know there is a huge age gap between us, and how this person handled their emotion. I felt that a little bit when I was reading them, just how they quickly shut this off and listened to everyone around them. Remember I said they could have not been the best with their emotion. Makes sense. Runner. So they still right now, even though they see you as their soulmate, it's 50-50. I'm going to be honest, my angels. The emotions here. But they haven't gotten to the point where this person knows they need to act. They're still trying to push away the action right now. You know me, I'm not going to sugarcoat for you. I just feel this is more right now reading for you to see the emotional lessons that are keeping your veils on. Focus on you and what you need to control in your life and see what's being, illuminated daily, or the same triggers. What's triggering you, what's repeating. Okay, this is not here, it's here. But you both have a bit more healing to go. You can see it. Age gap between us, however, we're so similar in so many ways, regardless of our differences. And number 49, I don't know what you want from me. I love you, but I can't give you what you need right now. I don't have the time or capacity to understand it, especially the age. And I always say, divines that have a very big age gap, you got the hardest one. You have got the longest separation because you can't put life experience into someone. You can't put lessons into someone. You can't put love lessons into someone. Trauma, you can't. These large age gaps, you need to let that butterfly go. And as hard as it is, you need to watch them make mistakes. You need to watch them rise up. You might need to watch them fall in love again. They need to experience what you got to experience. Okay, and I know that's hard to hear, but it's the truth. I believe there's no harder separation than the one that has the big age gap. Okay. Or even the cultural differences. That's a really hard one when you're really religiously bound through, upbringing. That's another hard one to get through. Sagittarius energy. You could be or they could be, but the energy of it. I said a lot of things I should not have said. I said them out of anger and fear and emotion. If they are emotionally, you know, a lot younger or an immaturity, that comes from an unhealed place, but they have regret over it. Sometimes they say things without even thinking, I'm sorry for hurting you. And there is something here about the way they always present sexually and stuff. Remember I said the Rat Collective, you're like, I wish I just saw that as their armor and not took so much offense to it. I think... All right, let's get one more. Summer, so they're going, and twin flame, I believe it. And this is a memory, detailed, don't make it fit. I feel this is a memory on their behavior here and a very broken state, because this is what they're trying to hold on to keep their running boots on. So all June 21st to August 5th, August 6th to September 21. This is a memory they're going over. Okay, it could be winter in some, but more the dates. Okay, this... And then I do believe this person knows you're their person, but it's like they question, will I ever be able to heal? It's like they're still having a very realistic, logical approach when it comes to the pain and the grievances that have been done. Okay. All right. Let's just get what the universe wants you to work on energetically to help your threads. And then I want to see how they see your connection. Again, links in my link tree to get these, and you get 10% off. So Intuit Tarot, all of my Intuit Oracle, and we've got 2 new decks coming, which I'm very excited about. But I always say this, anyone that's really on this journey, you can get the boring message, one thing. These, you can tell the creator has been on the whole journey, right through to union. The messages that are written on this, anyone that's truly a twin, you know this person isn't an imposter. I always say you can always tell imposters because they haven't actually lived the journey. Like this person's lived the whole journey right through to union. Okay, so the advice on here, it's just so universal. It's so beautiful. Out of all their decks, this is the one I recommend. But I use them all the time. My tarot that I use, Intuit Oracle, they've got, anyway, very good. Okay, so what does the universe want you to focus on energetically? Because you can feel them, but it's how you speak when you feel them and what you hold on to. My heart is opening to love and guiding me back to you. That's what you need to hold on to. Instead of trying to make sense of why they're away, this collective, it really is, this broke them. Okay, and I know that doesn't make sense maybe completely for you, but unfortunately that's how they feel. Okay, 2nd of the 3rd, 3rd of the 2nd, or 23. The same divine energy flows in each of you. This energy is the catalyst to our reunion. We just need to allow this energy to work its magic. Think love, be love, think unconditional love. Timing and intention. Surrender brings us closer faster than resistance. So the universe is saying, who cares why? It's not your ego's timing, it's their timing. Trust them. Trust that they're bringing this to you when you can actually make it work. And it's permanence. It's not a blessing that's going to be taken away. Okay? Remember, your love story is to impact this condemnment. Put a little bit more love into this world. 23rd of the 9th. Surrender. Growth. I'm conflicted about what I'm conflicted about whether I have what it takes to be your partner, the self-worth, the insecurities, but you yourself would be reflecting this. And it's like, and I see this so much as well. You guys literally feel like they just don't care. It's one-sided. It's completely the opposite. You don't have enough belief in yourself. True divines, you hold each other on a pedestal. Just how you hold them on a pedestal, they do the exact same for you, but you don't believe it because they're not here in the physical. And all of this bullshit relationship, if they wanted to, they would. You guys are on a divine... It's not meant to be logical. You've activated to the magic of the world. What makes you think the divine journey is logical? It's magical. You're not in a karmic connection. It can't be manipulated by words and looking good. And it's none of this 3D bullshit that these relationship people talk about. Stay away from it. Just believe in the universe. Just believe in the universe. Believe in the magic they show you every day. Believe in the magic that is you. You are a walking miracle. You got activated to the frequency of this world. If that can happen, this can happen. Trust. Who cares about the time? Okay. 8. 9th of the 8th, 8th of the 9th, 23rd of the 8th. Communication. I care about you even when I act like I don't. I'm hiding my true feelings because I feel vulnerable. And you are doing the exact same thing, this collective. You've got a hurricane. You're not chasing them. You're just sitting there in silence. Remember your mirrors. You care about them so much. They don't know it. They don't know it. They're not reading your mind. Yes, they're like you, mind everywhere, but they don't see your hurricane. Okay? This is both of you. You both care about each other, but you're both acting like you don't. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Second of the third. That's important. 3-3. That's too many. Union. Patterns. So this is what's stopping your union. The patterns. Our inner child was wounded when our parents couldn't respond the way they needed to. For both of you, I'm reacting from that wound, 100%. Father being a big one for this person. And you could have had very bad father trauma or mother trauma. Could be the opposite. Surrender. I need you to trust me. I need you to trust me and believe I'm working towards union with you. Underneath, surrender brings us closer together. Surrender brings us together faster than resistance. Stop resisting. Just trust. Trust. Or another 3, 3, 3, 3. So you could have seen that watching this as a sign, or you woke up at 3, 3, 3, or expansion, growth. Ancestors are watching. Believe in miracles. Okay. Because of you, I'm starting to see what is really important in life. Mission. I'm conflicted about whether they're starting to get it. Okay, another union. I feel the chemistry between us. We need to trust that the energy we share will bring us back together again. Who cares about the time? Average separation, 3.5 years. Average. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just let it flow. Mirrors. I wish you could see that we are mirroring each other right now. You and you're both as stressed as one another. Just breathe. Yes, you feel them, but the way your brain goes, wrong. Okay. Magical connection. Magical. Every lifetime you have found one another, but make it be this timeline you actually come into union by just surrendering and focusing on your healing and your mission work. What are you doing to put unconditional love back into this world? That's all you need to do. What do you need to do to change this world in some way or form, with your blueprint, with your thumbprint? What can you do for this place to make this place better? That's it. And focus on you and your healing. That's what will bring you in closer and quicker. Okay? That's it. There's no amount of stress or pain or anxiety or worry or manifesting. That's another thing. People that try and manifest their divine and do magic, you're pushing them away more because you're soul-bound, right? That might work. Karmics, that shit works. All these SP, manifest this. You know when those moments you get completely repulsed by them, right? Or you're just so angry, they're probably sitting there trying to manifest you, trying to telepathically connect to you, vice versa. So every time you do that, because that's energetical chasing, you push them away. I promise you, again, divines are completely different to karmics. Completely different. The only person that's got control of your veils is the universe by seeing you heal. There's no amount of manifestation, magic, nothing. Nah, you push them away. Okay? It's the reason I said that for this collective. Just focus on you. You want to manifest, you want to listen to hertz, frequency, subliminals, connect to your highest timeline. Do things about you and quantum healing, the Akashic records, whatever it is, do that kind of stuff. All right, that focus on you, self-love, self-knowing, self-worth. Do that kind of work. Manifest in a greater sight for yourself, more connection to source, more center, more oneness. All right. Okay, just a message from the universe. Masculine energy. First one, the sun, and that's the yes card. Literally, this is the yes card. So they're confirming, don't do that stuff. Oh, it's gonna just let it happen, unfold. 1st of the 9th, 9th of the 1st, and 19 is the sun's energy. But happy, harmony, beauty, creativity, a gift, reconciliation. I'm not doing time for this. You don't need it. You need to focus. Crow! Memories, remembering, magical, powerful. And they're really confirming, don't be putting your... You guys are so activated to the frequency. Never manipulate anyone's energy. This is why I don't believe in kitchen magic. I don't care what no one says. My belief, we are not here to play with people's energy. We get very bad karma for it. Remember who you are and how powerful you are, and what you speak into existence. So make sure you're speaking the right things into existence. And again, don't be trying to call someone in that it's not good. It's not good. And I promise you, this is coming to my mind. If you are someone that does that kind of stuff, look at all the people that come out of the woodworks. You probably call in every other past ex or past burden or whatever instead of the person that's truly your divine. But they're saying omens. Look for your omens. And that was the detail in this reading. You could have actually seen a crow while you're watching this, but there is a new event and happening in the background. Let it unfold. The sun is illuminating everything right now. Oh, you got the double sun. You got 2 suns. Stop it. 2 yes cards, but you're both, I think, thriving in finding masculine energy as well. Yes, energy, power, climax, fulfilled, pride, radiant, success, vigor, divine masculine, daytime, victory, happy, bomb. Sorry. This is beautiful. Very nice energy. And then what is going on? This is from the universe. You're phoenixing. Death, rebirth, immortal, catalyst of heart awakening, rising up from the ashes, total transformation, complete renewal. Let it happen. Who cares when it happens? Believe in you. Believe in your love. Believe in this person. 25, 1, 22, 9, and 31. The crossroads. You're on the tracks right now. Okay, steady movement forward, going the distance, direct route, traveling on track. Just that's what you're on track. You're doing the right thing. 22nd of the 3rd. I put that underneath there. That's clearly important memory or birthday. This is anchoring. This is coming in at the... This is enduring, stable, solid, steady. You just need to restrain, persevere, willpower, long-lasting, persistence. This will... Oh, this is fine. You've got nothing to worry about. Nothing. They need to bring down the mask, otherwise it'll never work. That's what the universe is granting for you. They're actually making this easier. Okay, because right now, this is all hidden. They're saying all of this is hidden under the surface to work with your anxiety, to work with your patience, to work with your overthinking, to work with how you play tricks on your mind. Okay, this is all here. Who cares if you can't see it? They're wanting you to believe. Believe! Okay, this is all concealed and disguised. It's under the surface. You deserve a surprise. Let the surprise happen. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Just worry about you is the biggest message I'm hearing. Okay. All right. If that whole reading resonated. Now, I haven't been doing initials here on YouTube because there's no subtitles, but I heard you can transcript. Now, if you are wanting me to pull the initials out, I will, but people that say, oh, do it slower, I'm not going to do it slower because I pull about 50 initials. If you want me to do initials over here, so what I do is I pull it out, I get you guys to write your name and whoever's name comes to you in the reading, and I use that as another confirmation here if the reading is for you. And then if the whole name comes out, you cross out the initials as I'm reading them. If you want me to do that over here as well, I will start doing that over here. I just didn't want to confuse people. Oh my god, oh my gosh, the veils, they're lifting. The slowly. The golden elixir, so you can feel each other. So when this intensity, instead of trying to make logic of it, send love. Speak the right things into existence. I don't know if you've heard, I bring this up in personal sometimes. I've never wanted to bring it up in collectives because people struggle with discernment and delulu and limerence. But if this is really you and you really know you're on a divine journey and, you know, you've followed me for a long time, I'm going to say something right now. I want people to use discernment. I don't know if you guys, and some people love Dolores Cannon and some people don't, but I really do believe a lot of the things she says. And when she has this theory that, you know, when you leave your home doesn't really exist. But what she means by that is everything, speed of light, right? Illumination. So let's just look at this candle for a second, right? Because I can hold this candle, because I can see this candle, my brain is like, there is a candle in front of me, right? I believe it to be true because it's physical, yeah? So even though they say this isn't really real, speed of light, it's illuminating because it's so quick, illumination, right? Because it's here, it's like your brain's that magical. It's putting it into existence. For the right collective, this will make sense. For other people, I'm about to sound like an absolute nut job, right? But you think about it, everything is an illumination here. But anyway, so when we question, and when we question, is this real, isn't this real? It's that unicorn energy, because we can't see it. It's like we have such a hard time trying to believe that it's real. Okay, I'm going to read that unicorn card for you guys in a second. Now, it's the same when it comes to this journey. You guys have so much belief, but so quickly that belief, because there's nothing tangible, there's no tangible evidence. You're like, no, it can't be real. I'm fucking crazy. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. So instead of speaking something into existence because we believe wholeheartedly it's in front of our face, right? We believe wholeheartedly. So when I say we create our reality, these are the kinds of things I mean. We literally create our reality. So negative self-talk creates negative environment. Talking about loneliness, feeling like we're lonely, we're speaking it into existence. Just because we can't see loneliness as a tangible object, it's an emotion, right? So we're speaking that emotion into existence all the time. And this is why I try and get you guys to, you know, talk about doing self-work and mirror work and affirmation, like to make yourself believe it in the core, right? You have to speak the negativity out of existence. So this journey, every time you're questioning because it's not tangible, you were blurring your timeline. This divine journey is literally pure magic. So if you can't believe in pure magic and you can't believe in things like this and the connection and the timelines and the veils and if you can't believe in this, it's blocking you. It's complete surrender to source. It's really activating to that sovereign light. Understanding even when we have nothing, we have everything because we are connected. It's that spiritual panther. Understanding we are forever guided. We are forever seen. And we are forever protected. It's like those moments in life, and I'm sure you look back, everything's falling apart, and then the very last second, the last day, everything comes together. You get the new job, or the house comes in straight away, or whatever it is, we are always protected. Just really believing that. And really believing in this journey, and not letting the 3D logical 85% of the population brain take over you. Makes sense. But Dolphin Seashore, balance your energy, have confidence in your love right now, heal, just keep focusing. They're saying this is not a lost cause, but stop speaking it as it is a lost cause, St. Jude. Stop, it's the way you're talking, communicating lapis lazuli to yourself, to this situation. Remember, the world is your oyster. You can create anything. And this is also why when you guys get activated, your master manifestors, because the universe is trying to show you the strength of your power. Everything you wish to be real and that you were going to do, you do. You're in that dark feminine energy. No one can tell you otherwise, okay? And this is, and I'm talking true activation here. They're saying get that power back. Get that belief back. They give you a taste of it, that manic, but it's to show you the strength of your brain and what you can call in when you believe, okay? They're trying to guide you this whole time. All right, numbers. Memories, birthdays. 10th of the 5th, 5th of the 10th. 1st of the 2nd, 2nd of the 1st, 14th of the 12th, 14th of the 2nd, 10, 10 on either side, completion. And then 6th of the 5th, 5th of the 6th. 9th of the 10th, 10th of the 9th. 3rd of the 4th, 4th of the 3rd, 4, 4. 64! Our creator's number. Believe in our creator. 12th of the 6th, 6th of the 12th. My universal truth. Okay, and then 11. Trust. Make a wish. Okay, just get back into your strength, I think, is the biggest thing here. And don't worry about the timing of it. It's not your ego's time, it's the universe's time. All right, but I love you guys, and I'll be on TikTok with another collective of how you think they feel versus what's really going on, if that didn't align with you guys. All right, I love you guys, and yeah.